What does it mean to be media literate in today's world? The resource I have provided is an article from Niall McNulty, which emphasizes the critical need for media literacy in today's fast paced, information rich world and discusses essential practices for consuming media. Why is media literacy relevant and important? For most people, internet use is ingrained in everyday life. We are surrounded by media in various forms, and the digital world continues to grow at rapid speeds. According to Stats Canada, 62% of young people aged 15 to 24 are using social media to learn the news and gain information, compared to only 18% of people older. The importance of understanding media literacy and becoming a media literate person is critical, as trending earlier this summer was the idea that media literacy is dead. In order to understand what it means to be a media literate person in today's world, we must first define media literacy. A simplified version of what media literacy means comes from Future Learn, which indicates that media literacy is the ability to understand information that is presented to us and respond appropriately. Another definition that is geared towards youth comes from Stephanie Valdez in her News Media Literacy podcast, where she explains media literacy is about being a mindful media consumer, communicator, and creator. So, what exactly does it mean to be mindful about the media we are consuming? Niall McNulty gives a more in depth look at what media literacy means. He states that it encompasses a range of skills and competencies that allow individuals to engage in media content critically. These include the ability to discern biases, evaluate the credibility of sources, recognize propaganda, and understand the context and purpose behind media messages. Media literacy educator Renee Hobbs states that there are five interrelated competencies that are now needed to participate in a digital world. Access refers to technology skills such as keyboard, mouse, and interface skills, understanding hyperlinking in digital space, and using effective search and find strategies. Analyze and evaluate refers to the ability to identify the author, purpose, and point of view of a message, evaluate credibility and quality, and recognize and resist stereotypes. Create and collaborate refers to the ability to brainstorm and generate ideas, work collaboratively to create messages using language, image, sound, and digital forms like curation and remix, while also using feedback to edit and revise. Reflect involves examining the impact of media messages and technology tools on our thinking and actions in daily life. Act refers to engaging in using digital and media in solving problems and at the same time take advantage of global connectivity. So, thinking about the various definitions of what media literacy entails and looking at the competencies needed to be a media literate, we can see a key aspect is that a media literate person is someone who questions what they are consuming in the media and thinks critically about that content. When looking at the types of questions you should be asking yourself when consuming media literacy, sources vary in the extent of the questions, but suggest similarities. Future Learn suggests thinking about the purpose of content and who it is geared towards. How could the message be interpreted differently? Is it a reliable source? And what might be left out? Another tool, the CRAP test, is a list of questions separated in categories to help you evaluate information you find. Examples of questions when you include: when was the information published or posted? Has the information been updated or revised? Does the information relate to your topic or answer your question? Who is the intended audience? Who is the author, publisher, or sponsor? Where does the information come from? And what is the purpose of the information? Is it to inform, teach, sell, entertain, or persuade? Being media literate in today's world is much more complex than simply being able to read or create media. Being media literate involves slowing down and reading beyond the headlines. It requires the skills to think critically about what you are consuming in the media, and like most things in life, it does require practice.